Hello there and good morning to the news on the AM show. It's a Monday morning. My name is Noella Karaniali, and in our top story, Minority Leader in Parliament Alexander Afenyomarkin has warned that the governing National Democratic Congress NDC is fast losing the goodwill of Ghanaians due to what he describes as the government's failure to deliver on key promises. Addressing students of the University of Media, Arts and Communications, Mr. Afenyomarkin said the high rate of unemployment, the government's inability to tackle illegal mining, galamsey, and the lack of a clear roadmap for the much-touted 24-hour economy initiative are eroding public confidence in the administration. He accused the government of prioritizing rhetoric over action, stressing that Ghanaians expect solutions, not political slogans.
Politics, branding, packaging is everything. So if you are aspiring to be a political strategist, take this from me. Branding, packaging is everything. So within 8 years, our friends could come and create a deficit of 2.1 million for us. And even our mighty 88, they have managed to snatch one to make it mighty 87. But all too soon, they have forgotten themselves. They have started sliding and they don't see it. They have forgotten the jobs issue, the 24-hour economy, they seem to have forgotten. The galamsey they promised they are going to deal with it, they have forgotten. Central region, the water is not flowing. Water's bodies polluted. The gold bond that was set up, beautiful idea. But I warned them in Parliament that it was going to promote galamsey, and that is what is happening. Gentlemen and ladies, situation is getting out of hand, and that is a reality. And our friends should not take that great image they have for granted. It's getting out of hand. By January next year, the youth will begin to ask about the jobs. At that point, it's no more about going to say this or that. It's not about the song and it's not about anything again. You can't continue to blame the Akufo-Addo government anymore. They will need the deliverables. Today, if you are a political opponent and you are not careful, you get arrested for criticizing the government. They say causing fear and panic. These are the things that politicians take for granted when they get power. And in the end, before they realize it's too late to recover.
Family and the Christo Asafo Church have confirmed the passing of Apostle Kwadwo Safo Kantanka, one of Ghana's technology pioneers, announcing that he died peacefully on Thursday, September 11, 2025. In a statement signed by his daughter, Sarah Adwoa Safo, former MP for Domi Kwabenya, the family described Apostle Safo as a true genius, the beacon of hope for many, and a father to the fatherless. It's quote, my colleague Stephen Mensah was at the family residence and filed this report.
It's been about 7 hours since the official communication from the family of the late Apostle Kwadwo Safo Kantanka announcing his demise. In a statement signed by his daughter Adwoa Safo Kantanka, the family indicates that the man, often referred to as the Star of Africa, died peacefully in his sleep. With profound sorrow and deepest grief, the Safo family and the Christo Asafo Church announces the peaceful passing of Ghana's beloved man of God, the greatest technological icon, philanthropist, agriculturalist, and industrialist, popularly referred to as Kantanka, the African star. Our deepest father passed away peacefully on Thursday, 11 September 2025. Romans 14 verse 8 states, "For if we live to the Lord, and if we die to the Lord." Apostle Safo was a true genius, a father to the fatherless, Ghana has indeed lost a gallant son and a true legend. His unique persona was shaped by his life struggles, dreams, resilience, courage, determination, and dedication to his calling and conviction. During this time of grief, we humbly request that the general public respects the privacy of the family and loved ones. Burial and funeral arrangement shall be duly communicated in the coming days. Here at his residence, the atmosphere is heavy with grief. Church members, relatives, and workers of one of Ghana's foremost technology pioneers arrived to commiserate with the family. While others are overwhelmed with wailing, some say they are still in shock at the sudden announcement of his passing. The family says funeral arrangements will be announced after a family meeting. Reporting for Joy News, live from his residence here at Taifa, I am Stephen Mensah.
Moving on, hours of heavy rain on Friday turned the already dire traffic on the Tema-Aflao Highway into a nightmare as it flooded Kpone Barrier, leaving vehicles stranded and commuters trapped for hours. Flood waters rose to waist level for those who dared to wade through, stalling car engines and washing away part of the road still under construction. Residents and motorists are blaming poor engineering works for the flooding, asking roads minister and contractors to have a second look at the road. And there's more in this following report. For years, the Kpone Barrier has been a notorious choke point on the Tema-Aflao Highway, trapping commuters in hours of traffic. Successive governments have promised relief, with contract awarded to expand the 17-kilometer stretch and redesign the barrier that fuels the gridlock. But frustration is boiling over as residents and drivers say progress on the project has been slow. They say Friday's heavy rains exposed what they describe as poor engineering work. According to them, instead of easing movement, the area was completely submerged, turning the highway into a flat plain and bringing traffic to a standstill. The residents say the flooding was so severe that the vehicles were stuck for hours.
You can see the bridge that they are doing over there. The bridge must be, I think, 4 or 5 covers. But you can see what they are doing. They cover the whole place and bridge. The team paint only one cover. Then water cannot pass. Go and see whatever they are doing over there. You can see, look at that transformer there. It blasts steady. The transformer there goes off yesterday because of even here was flooded.
So we have to alight from the car and started walking. All these places were flooded. And no car moves, no car comes. So we walk through the water. As at the Belacqua Bridge, it gets to almost my waist. Yeah, and you could see that, I don't know, maybe the rain might carry some of the cars away.
Driver Osai is urging the roads minister and the contractors to revisit the project's design. He believes the poor drainage system at Kpone Barrier directly contributed to the flooding.
About last month or so, we saw serious construction going on. But nowadays, it seems we can't see as we saw previous time, yes. So actually they are still on construction, but they should come and watch where there's a whole lot of, decongestion and all that. They should tackle that place first so that there will be a free flow of, traffic and all that, so that we too can have access to our work.
Also in the news, the Deputy Central Regional Education Director, Harriet Aiden Sego, has emphasized that collaboration must be at the heart of education if institutions are to achieve their long-term vision. Now, speaking at the launch of Starlink internet connectivity in 8 basic schools within the KEEA municipality, she noted that the initiative will not only sharpen students' digital skills, but also demonstrate how shared commitments can drive educational transformation. And there's more on the following report.
In a world where the internet has transcended from being just a resource to a lifeline, 8 selected schools and 2 ICT centers in the Komenda Dinegwa-Abrem municipality have joined the ship of fast internet, becoming beneficiaries of the Starlink internet connectivity donated by Learning Upgrade, Our Future Prize, and N50, organizations based in California, USA. Speaking at the launch and installation of the Starlink internet connectivity, the Director of Global Business Development with Learning Upgrade, an education technology company, Hanin Khalaf, shared her expectations for the donation.
So what we are hoping and expecting to happen in the region is for the students to now have access to the entire world at their fingertips through their devices here, that will now be connected to really strong internet, and they will also have the perfect tool to build their foundational skills. So one expectation is any students who have fallen behind in their courses, we hope that you'll use Learning Upgrade to quickly catch up in those topics that you've fallen behind in. So maybe you're in grade 5, but you're testing at a grade 3 level of English. Please use Learning Upgrade to help you close that gap.
A rep from the beneficiary schools and headmaster of the Elmina Methodist Junior High School, Jacob Anzi-Kwenu, highlighted the impact of the Starlink internet connectivity in the schools.
This gesture goes far beyond just internet access, because we believe that this is going to bolden our children to take the wilder steps into the digital divide, ensuring that KEA is part of the World Wide Web. We want to assure you that this facility will be used responsibly and purposefully. Teachers will integrate this in their lessons and make sure that the children are well shaped using their research, creativity, and self-learning abilities.
The Deputy Central Regional Education Director, Harriet Ojura Aidan Sego, lauded the gesture and appealed that the generosity be extended to other schools and districts in the region.
We in education in the Central Region count ourselves very, very privileged. We pray that we have 22 districts in the Central Region. You have picked only one, and even the one, only 8 schools and 2 facilities. Like Oliver, I am asking for more. In this era of artificial intelligence, we couldn't have requested for anything better. We know you are going to help us with what you are giving us to be able to key into AI as is the language of now. We'll be closer together and we'll be learning together.
From Elmina, Abigail Lisol Nkrumah reports for Joy News.
Now, the 3-day EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair mini clinic at the Accra Mall ended on a high note with record patronage, satisfied vendors, and even a surprise appearance from TGMA Artist of the Year, King Promise. Now, organizers say their success sets the stage for an even bigger main fair in October. My colleague Jacqueline Azumayebo has more.
It was a bustling final day at the Accra Mall as the EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair wrapped up its 3-day run. The fair, after earlier stops at Achimota and Tema, brought together more than 20 exhibitors, offering everything from building materials and financing solutions to home decor. Head of marketing at the Multimedia Group, Max Fuga, explained that the mini clinics are just a build-up to the main Habitat Fair in October, which promises to be the biggest yet.
The clients are happy, the patrons are happy, and so we can say that our objectives for the period has been achieved. We are just gearing up towards the main fair, which is from October 22nd to 26th at the Accra International Conference Center.
Excited patrons throng the venue, many walking away with discounted products and services.
It's a good experience, and you come, you see various items you'll be interested in.
Yeah. What did you actually come in here for?
The security doors.
Oh, okay. Were you able to get one?
Yeah, we got about 3 companies: Doormasters, Your Bed, and STL.
I was looking for doors
tiles and then windows.
Okay.
So I've been to 2 stands which has doors. So I'm asking what the doors are made of and then how it can fit for the purpose I want it to be.
Je trouve que c'est une initiative très intéressante. Il y a beaucoup d'exposants qui proposent de nombreuses choses qui sont très pertinentes, notamment pour l'aménagement résidentiel. Donc c'est une très belle initiative.
Okay. Could you translate for me? Do you know what she said? I'm pretty sure what she was trying to say was like, I mean, it's good, right?
Yeah, it's good, especially the exhibition that she's great. She will be going go back. Yeah.
I say that all the stuff that exhibitors propose are really interested, and it's really the place to discover.
For exhibitors, the Accra Mall Clinic capped off a rewarding series. Returning vendors reported increased visibility and sales, while new exhibitors highlighted the platform's potential to connect them with fresh customers.
It has been a great one because I think ever since we started joining Joy News Habitat Fair, it has been great. We get referrals, people coming in saying they heard of us, they came to our show, they came to our exhibition. So it's been great. That's why we always continue to be with you.
During our first one at the Achimota Mall and then to Tema, and then here you have been getting some calls and they have been chatting with some people who are interested in getting some of the solar. So that's why we keep on showing up.
It's been going well so far. We have been engaging customers, educating them on the pipes and the fact that it is not all the pipes that you need, but you need certain pipes for specific works to be done for you.
Head of Marketing and Brands at EcoBank, Regina Ofori, praised the turnout and urged patrons to look forward to even more attractive deals at the main fair.
If you were at Chimota, you've been to Tema, and here you know what to expect. And at the main fair, I expect that everybody will come and all the goodies will be there, the discounts and everything will be there. But of course, at EcoBank, we do this because we believe that home ownership should not just be a dream. Everybody must own a home, and there are very simple ways to do that.
And adding a touch of celebrity glamour, reigning TGMA artist King Promise made a surprise appearance to check out the exhibit, sending the crowd into a frenzy.
I'm working on a couple of projects, so it was only right I came to check for myself. I've seen a few. I got a few brochures as well, and a few numbers, so we'll definitely be getting in touch with some of them for some stuff. It's very I think it's efficient. For anyone who has anything they're working on real estate-wise, home-wise, I feel like to have all these people under one roof makes it easy to, because there's a pool of people to select from. And for me, this make my job easy because I'm like, I'm going to share lights for them, I'm going to share pipe for them, I'm going to share, you know what I mean?
After 3 days of deals, discounts, and delighted faces, the third clinic has ended. But organizers are sure this is only the beginning as the countdown to October's Grand Habitat Fair continues. For Joy News, I'm Jacqueline Ansama Yaboa.
Well, let's get updated with some news in the business world. And the Bank of Ghana could be under some serious pressure to cut its key lending rate by some significant margin as its beginning Monetary Policy Committee meeting today. Now, there's more on the following Business Desk report.
This has been influenced by further decline in inflation rate from 12.1% in July to 11.5% in August this year. The economy has also expanded by 6.3% for the second quarter of this year. These developments are critical in shaping the policy rate going forward. Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Isiama, at the last Monetary Policy Committee meeting, promised that they will move quickly to cut the policy rate if fresh data comes across as favorable. But for many, will the current pressure on the cedi be the party spoiler? As some have argued that the central bank should look at how it can use the policy rate to check the recent pressure on the cedi. Or maybe even if the policy rate will be reduced at the end of the Monetary Policy Committee meeting, which starts this morning and end on Wednesday, it could just go down marginally from the current 25%.
Away from that, the Association of Ghana Industries is asking the Bank of Ghana to take a relook in its 5% charge on some foreign currency cash withdrawals. According to them, the directive will negatively have an impact on the operations. And speaking to Joy Business, Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the Association of Ghana Industries, Chonam Akpelo, said they would be engaging the regulator on the directive.
We do fully appreciate the central bank's desire to ensure that the forex market is properly streamlined so that we can promote the local currency. And so to that extent, we give them all the respect so that they can continue to do their work. We do, however, have some concerns that ought to be addressed, because you realize that most of our raw materials that we use in our manufacturing process have to be imported. In fact, most things that we use in the country have to be imported. What it means is that you necessarily need the US dollars, which has become the international denominator for foreign transactions, So in the process, you definitely need to deal with the banks, so that if you are asked to pay a 5% of monies that were transferred to you, probably from a transactions or probably from goods and services that you've sold abroad, and you have to pay 5% in accessing that money to say pay for raw materials, then clearly that's a challenge, because that's an extra financial burden that will be on the business. So our view is that some of these regulations cannot be applied in wholesale. We have to isolate different issues and apply them as such.
Well, that's all we have for you for the news. I'm Noella Karen Yali. We've got sports updates coming right up. Don't go nowhere.